So once in a while, I go back to the 30th of LSD video, and I kind of like look at the comments, and I try to answer the questions. I mean, I did it for a few years, and now it's like way too many for me to go back and do. But the top ones that I see on top, bam, bam, bam. And there's one that keeps coming up, which is a good, honest question, right? And I can understand why people would be confused. Is why would a homeless guy waste 30 hits of acid on you, right? It's a good question. And this question comes up so many times, and the answer is actually really simple. But I'm so sick of fucking typing this out. I'm just gonna make a video about it, and I'm gonna link it in the video description to the 30 hits of LSD video so that people can see it for themselves. Because I'm sick of typing it. Okay, so basically, I'm sure that the people that are asking this are younger than me. I'm almost 44 now, and so these people who are asking this are most likely 19, 20. Anyway, they're probably not as old as me, so they probably didn't live in the and go through the 90s as a teenager or as a in your early 20s like I did. Acid back then was so cheap. It was like I used to sell it, and for a sheet 100 hits on the low side, if you got a good deal, you're looking at about 60 bucks. If you can get it up to like right close around 100, but it was rare that you found anything over 100 bucks. 100 bucks is because it's considered expensive. And we sold acid for $3 to $5 a hit, so the profit margin was huge. That's fucking huge. 500% or so. And I would never fucking give away 30 hits, but I honestly don't think the dude meant to either, though. I think he meant to give me a lot, but I don't think he realized what he was doing, because the guy walked around eating acid all the time, all the time. And that was his thing, is he would give you free acid. I've watched him do this too. He would walk up to people he didn't know if he thought they looked cool and be like, "Hey, you want a trip tonight?" Just like he did me, right? Which is why I was kind of trusting him. So but I would watch him and he put it in people's mouth. I didn't see an eyedropper though. I thought he had tabs that he put in their mouth, but I didn't. I wasn't really paying attention. It was always late at night too, so I don't fucking know. Like, yeah, I mean, it wasn't something I was like trying to study or anything. I saw him do it though to other people. I don't think he did it that much though, because he kind of looked scared when he did it to me, like kind of like maybe he shouldn't have done that type thing. That's just it though. It was cheap, and this guy probably if you know how to make acid, fucking dirt cheap. The chemicals might be hard to come by now, but we're talking fuck what 20 years ago. We're a little more than 20 years ago. It's a different time. The drugs were a lot cheaper. Today, acid's fucking stupid expensive. People think it's like made of gold. People are out there selling it for like $15 a hit. I'm like, are you guys fucking stupid? Well, people pay for it, so there you go. But yeah, it's just different times. And the whole hippie attitude was like, anti-money, capitalism, this and that. We got drugs, and we're just gonna fucking stay high on psychedelics and open your mind. And so they didn't have a problem giving you drugs if they thought you were cool, and they did think I was cool, because I'm the guy that fucking hooked them up with food at night. I gave them all the free pastries and shit from the coffee shop, and the donuts and croissants and fucking whatever we had. I was going in the trash can. I put in 2 bags, double bagged it, and put it behind the trash cans, and they knew exactly where it was, and they got it. So to him, he was doing me a favor, and he was. I'm not, whatever. But yeah, so it was different times. The guy probably had shit tons of it. He supplied most of ASU campus down Mill Avenue. I did read down in the comments further down. I was digging deep when I had nothing to do, and there's a few people like, oh yeah, that guy's name was this, and I think, what do they fuck now? I can't remember what his name was. Anyway, people are aware of who this guy was. I mean, I understand people doubt it, the story, and you know what? I don't blame you, but I'm just telling you that's the thing, is people, different times. It was cheap. People in the comments down at the bottom, you can see a comment from my roommate who was there at the time. She's commenting down. We're talking now, you're going way back down to like 2013 or something. But there's people there, and this guy was notorious for doing it, so that's how. Different times. It's cheap. The other question that I got, what was it? Oh yeah, there's just one that cracked me up. People are debating on if I have red hair or blonde hair. I got blonde hair. Well, it's half gray now, but when it grows out, it's blonde. In that video, I did kind of look a little red. It's a fucking cheap camera from Walmart, time, whatever. Don't know, but I'm blonde. What was the other question? Oh yeah, somebody says something like, "Did you do 30 lines of coke before when you made this video?" I thought that was funny. And then somebody else replied, "No, meth." And then it was like, okay, I guess it didn't occur to anybody. Like, okay, I'm standing outside. You can tell it's overcast. You can tell that I have a winter's coat on. It's got fucking fake fur neck collar, right? It's in Sacramento. Did it ever occur to anybody that it's just fucking cold? It's fucking cold, and I'm standing outside smoking a cigarette making this fucking video. I was fucking cold. I had the sniffles. I mean, if I was on coke or meth or whatever, I wouldn't. Do I look like the type of guy that gives a fuck what if to be judged by the drugs that I do? Obviously not. I'd tell you, but no. The only thing that I was on, if anything, probably wine. But I wasn't drunk. I don't look that drunk. Pretty sure I wasn't. So I was just fucking cold, man. I'm gonna say fucking cold out in Sacramento in the winter. So there you go. And what was another question? Yeah, I think that was it. Yeah, so that was it. But yeah, the main thing is, yeah, hippies don't care. It's about peace and love. Fuck the government, anti-capitalism. If hey, these guys have copious amounts of drugs, so to them it's nothing. So there you go.